Welcome to another episode of Haunted Stories with your host, Scott Litaea. Today, the Haunted Stories crew is in Columbia, California.
My contacts are drying out, I'm half dehydrated, but before I die, I'll give you 30 minutes of my time to let you know what I discovered in the paranormal field. So, I'm actually, I work on ghost boxes, ITC, Instrumental Transcommunication, better known as ITC. This is my recent, the rock box. It is what I've got to now. I've been doing the paranormal for about, I feel like alcohol, I've been here for 2 years now, So I've been working on ghost boxes for, well, I've been in the paranormal for 2 years. And I started with the PSB-7. I'm not sure if anyone else has used like a PSB-7 before as far as like ghost boxes. And then I kind of migrated to hacking my own radios. And then I just started messing with types of transmissions in order to get it to what it is now. So this first clip that I got, it's, okay, so when I first ended up going out and doing ghost box sessions, I wasn't getting anything. I didn't get my first direct response for maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. I ended up going to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, Pasadena, Suicide Bridge, all these kind of locations, and I didn't get anything until finally I was at this Founders Park, which was basically a park, but it used to be a cemetery, so they ended up getting rid of all the headstones and turning it into recreational use. So this clip shows me getting my first response, and also something happened at this location. The bench at the park started bolted and started shaking. So. And that's Mrs. Hawkins working. Would you prefer your old tombstones back? Okay, this is me. I bought this. I noticed that now I transitioned from using the PSB-7. I don't like white noise, so I ended up, I like getting responses as far as just regular responses as far as direct questions to spirits. So I found out I was able to do that online, and this was one of the radios. This is, for those that don't know, it's a Radio Shack 12589. I would prefer this radio out of most spirit boxes that you're able to hack. So this is just me hacking the radio. Just to show I can do it, I guess. So anyway, I ended up hacking this radio. I was at this location where it was a fire. It was an old firehouse, but they turned it into a regular home, and they were having like plenty of paranormal activity in the home. And this is just a couple of the responses that I got. One of the responses, it says firemen. And then the other ones, I think it's saying they're taking a photograph because I was trying to take a picture at the same time. So.
You want to go on the stairs?
Fireman, wow.
You okay with these pictures?
Whoa.
Because that was one of the ones as far as when I started using the hacked radio. I just gotta look over my notes. Okay, sorry, I didn't memorize the presentation. So this next one is it hasn't nothing to do with the ITC, even though that's my favorite paranormal. But as far as paranormal investigators, and I think Harvey mentioned this earlier, you never know what you're going to walk into. And this Napino house was the first place I was scared of walking in. It definitely a lot of energy, and I ended up. Before we even went in, the owner, they knew the friend, his son passed away. The owner's son passed away, and the friend wanted to go in and check out the place. Now, I wasn't for it, but this wasn't my investigation, so it was just kind of on the other end of the other paranormal team. But this is just to show what happens is he goes in the house. Well, I'll just let it go. Go from there. Flashlight. I need to go talk to P-Tech over there because that's as good as my IR and camera. I only had a bell and hell at the same time. Okay. What happened?
Forced out.
And then he still felt it like after he left the house, and then Sherry started saying, later on, he said he saw something in the mirror, and he ended up getting pushed out of the house, and he still had something on him. This next clip, I'm trying to promote World Ghost, so it's a website for paranormal investigators. You could, for those that want to share their evidence. So that's it's just a promo. Like I said, there's plenty of there's evidence. We're trying to start this paranormal channel for those that would like to share evidence and videos. If you want to post your own, there's a great community. So yeah, I need a flash drive. Okay, so anyway, the Banshee app. Oh man, I don't even know where to start with applications. I wasn't really too fond of applications. There's always been like this thing where it's always been regular radio versus applications because of what I want to say, less possible manipulation through radio. Like, you don't know, like as far as like computer programs, and I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them whatsoever. I got my own app out, and I was a little skeptical because when me and I put it out with Matt Payne, and I was a little skeptical about apps because, like I'm explaining, it's they were iffy to me because I always go for straight kernel evidence, and I've used applications such as the Echo Vox and other applications that I've gotten, how could I put it? Like I've captured evidence, but for some reason between this paranormal phenomenon, people just seem to believe radio more. So I ended up doing this application with, like I said, with Matt Payne, and my first Facebook Live run of the Banshee app, I actually captured this. Oh, and before I created the Banshee box. I'm sorry, I created the Banshee box, and the purpose of the app in the first place was so that with the Banshee box that I created, the Spirit box, you could only use a certain radio, because the other radios like the 589, the sweep goes too fast, and you need a certain speed for my box. And the radio that I had are only so hard to come by that I was only able to make 6 Banshee boxes. So I figured, well, why don't we make an app and see if that'll progress some great evidence. So this is what I captured on the first time running on a Facebook Live.
Hey everyone, it's Rahkee from Chill Seekers. I'm just here still doing a Banshee test. I've found some other ways to be able to work on it. I've been here like all day trying to figure some things out. As far as like the app looks great, don't get me wrong. The app is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to bring in IP radio and also phonemes. I'm just trying to see if there's a way for me to manipulate both the radio and phonetics together, so that way I could try to figure out if it's possible for spirits to manipulate them at the same time. I can understand you. Are you laughing at me? A Banshee box! Oh my god, I swear that just came through the radio right now. Banshee box! Oh my god, I swear that just came through the radio right now.
Okay, I was a little bit excited. But I've never really like trusted, like as far as like apps, and then I was like, man, and then after that, I started getting some great direct responses through the application. And that's when I created the Rock box. And this box is different because it has a few features from my other box I should have brought. And with this box, it has a reverse feature, and it also has a manipulation of sound, so that way it's like man, I can't even. It kind of like, well, you'll guys hear it in a little while in a few clips, but this box is this is the greatest box I think I've yet made, and it had like a lot of great responses. But the next clip I'm about to show you, it's me showing you my reactions. Now, if I'm on an investigation, I don't freak out. Like I don't get scared. Like I'm just like look around after. Like I'm just like, like that's me. So I just wanted to show this clip real quick. This is on Area 66. amazing the way you threw your voice like that. It's brilliant.
It is not windy. There is no wind blowing in this room right now. Is there a window in there? No. Yeah, there is no wind. I thought you did it.
So that's my natural.
It was right behind you?
Yeah, it was right behind me. The door slammed, and I'm just like, damn. Like that's just the way I react. But the reason why I wanted to show that clip is because about last month when I went to the old Washoe Club, there's a lot of things that started happening to me, and Harvey mentioned it. Like I got 3 crosses. I got 3 crosses, the St. Benedict medal. I bathed in holy water, and I still got sick. Like in this, you'll see in this next clip, it's horrible. Like I just started. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me on an investigation, but it's the best evidence that I have. So I'm getting like really ill. I haven't been the same since. So I just want to say that. And also, my rock box was getting the most best responses I've ever gotten on a location. So I'm going to go ahead and play that clip.
So we decided to do a rock box session upstairs.
Can you tell me what your name is, please?
Where's your resources at?
Can you tell me where we are?
I just saw somebody right there, right here. Right here.
You guys going downstairs?
Yeah.
You guys can go up
We're
there.
gonna go down and crypt real quick.
Did you follow us from the Mackey Mansion? Just want to look at the rooftop. Safe in here.
We are right here. Scriptures, oh my gosh.
And if you watch the full episodes, they were having scriptures in the Mackey building. This is the last Chelsea, Virginia City episode. So just
Scriptures in the back of the building.
We're getting some crazy responses coming through that box. I could just feel the energy. I'm getting goosebumps all over my arms. If you're in here,
It's hot in here.
stop talking.
I'm out of here. It's going to be pushing me out of this room. It's laughing.
Something's around somewhere.
Pushing me.
You want us to leave?
Stay.
one thing I want to mention about the box is that like when it starts going red, like in the top, there's a lot of energy going through it. So.
Here, he said.
Why do you want us to stay here? You can't leave. Is that what it says?
That's what I'm saying. We need to badge. Like we need to leave. Well, listen to the box. We gotta go, bro.
So that was me at the wall. I ended up grounding myself, finishing off the investigation, and then going back in. That's trying to think if there's. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Later on tonight, when we're investigating, you'll see why that evidence that I showed you today, why the rock box, like when it starts proceeding. So, thank you.
Thank you.